Well, we're back again for another edition of Te Akau TV, and we're joined this morning by Te Akau trainer Sam Burgesson. Sam, what's been going on in your world the last few weeks?
Yeah, it's been flat out. Obviously, I suppose the Cup Carnival was there, and then we had a big team in at Counties in Wanganui, and then a few runners there at Otaki, and sort of races and trials, and plenty to keep us busy. So obviously the ready to run sale there as well. So lots on for the stable.
Absolutely, and I guess David Ellis and Reese and Marcus Corbin have been over in Sydney this week inspecting the Magic Millions horses. Of course, Return to Conquer came out of that sale in January.
Yeah, obviously, the yearling sales, they're fast approaching now. Got through the ready to runs, and now it's onto a big couple of months of sales both here and Australia. So like you say, Dave and Reese and Marcus and the team have been over there this week, and they're home today, and they've inspected quite a few horses there for January. And Return to Conquer, obviously he came out of that sale, and it was awesome to see him do that at Counties there last week. Obviously first up in a stakes race, it's not easy for a 2-year-old, but he's pretty professional, and he's very exciting going forward. So he's out having a short break now, and then we'll get him back in and go through to the Meta trials here on the 14th, and then sort of map a path from him from there. But hugely exciting.
Excellent. And you've had a good chance to have a look through some of those purchases from the Ready to Run sale, and I challenged you before we came on the call to find the viewers one. So we're going to have a look quickly at those purchases. There's some let's have a look quickly at those purchases. Find us one here, Sam. There's plenty still available. Where are we going?
Yeah, well, like you say, there's plenty on option for a range of budgets as well, which I think is massively key. Obviously, there's a horse to suit everyone. I actually quite like. There's still quite a few shares left in that King's Legacy gelding there. We've got two really nice King's Legacy fillies in the stable at the moment, who we think are really high quality. We think he's a stallion to really look forward to in the future. Jasmine Fawcett rode his breeze up, and we had a good chat to her, and she really liked him and thought he was quite a steal at that price. And just looks a really nice balanced horse, breezed up well, had a really good attitude at the sales. We thought we got him at a reasonable price, and he just looks like a nice type. Whether he races in the autumn, but really looking forward to his 3-year-old year with him. A really nice horse, we think, that could suit quite a few people.
Excellent, Sam. And these horses come into the stable in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, for sure. We'll get them in, put them through our system here, and we'll sort of assess them. Obviously, we sort of know from type what type of horse we think they are, but then we'll give them all their chance and bring them in, show them the system and the ropes here, and sort of assess it from there. And I'm sure there's going to be a few nice ones certainly coming out of those horses there.
Excellent. We'll have a look at the King's Legacy over the weekend. $190,000 for the what David paid for it, and there's 60% available, and I'm sure that'll be snapped up fairly quickly. So get in before that horse is sold out as well. So moving over to the winners of the week that's been, we've kind of touched on Return to Conquer's performance there at Pukekohe. Bella Voce, the well-bred daughter of Fastnet Rock, good to see her score at Whanganui.
Yeah, awesome to see her go back to back. Obviously, it's hard going from 65 to 75 grade, and it was a track that paid very leaders bias. So she might have been the only one, or one of very few to actually make ground on the day. So I think the effort is probably better than it looks. She obviously just won, and she's just a mare now that's taken quite a bit of time. She had a few setbacks early on, and we've had a bit of trouble with her feet. So a massive thank you to the team at home, and especially Gareth Ellis and Kim Hughes with the farriers there as well. She hasn't been easy, but it's good to see her finally string it together. She's just gone for a short break out of the stable, and certainly looking forward to the autumn with her, and hopefully we can sneak some black type.
And Scotty's Legacy there, the mare scored at Kilmore. She was quite an interesting purchase there. I think she had a start there for Sean Ritchie up at Ruakaka, and then was transferred over to the Cranbourne barn, but looks a mare with plenty of ability.
Yeah, it was fantastic to see her get that result. She's sort of been a bit frustrating for the owners. We bought her, and then I think she did a hind suspensory, which is very unusual for a horse to do when she got over to Cranbourne. So she had a good bit of time off, obviously a lot of rehab, and the owners had to be very patient. So it was good to see her finally put a performance on like that. And I know Mark's certainly excited to see her even get over a bit further as well. And she looks a nice, promising horse going forward, and is certainly due some luck. So fingers crossed she can go on with it.
Excellent. Well, let's have a look at the races this week. We're back at Wanganui again. Just the one runner going down there. I believe My Lips Is Sealed is scratched. So just the one runner there in Celestial Wonder in the listed, the O'Leary's Fillies Stakes for the 3-year-old fillies over 1340 metres.
Yeah, obviously Black Type will be a massive result for her. She was fantastic there last time at Tiara, and she sort of followed on at her debut effort where she was very game, has a good positive racing style, which we think will probably suit Wanganui there again. They should strike a good track. She'll be sort of forward, up and around it, and hopefully she can, train on from that maiden victory there last time. Her work's been really good here at home. She's on the float now, so hopefully she travels down well and does everything right. But we think she's a really nice chance to get some black type there.
Excellent. And over to Ellerslie there. We'll kick off in race number 2, the Prezi Car 1300. It's a maiden race. Quite an interesting gelding there. The Ace High gelding by Miss Thorne and High Roller. You go back to a trial on the 20th of February where High Roller split Truth or Dare and Age of Discovery in a trial.
Yeah, we've always really liked him. He's one that came out of the Ready to Runs the previous year. He's just taken a bit of time for the penny to drop. We think now's a good time to finally step him out the races. We still think he's still a little bit away, and mentally he's still got a few tricks, but he's in good form. His trials have been good. We've just given a couple of nice experiences. Work's been good since. We think the 1300 is probably a good distance to kick him off in, and he'll eventually get over a little bit further. Nice sort of draw where we can be neutral and just hopefully get a bit of cover. But like I say, really excited to see him out of the races finally, and we think he's one to look forward to going forward.
And race 3, the Mondial VGL 1100 for the 2-year-olds. In haste, looked like she had a turn of foot in her last trial. She lines up here for the TAB Racing Club. Should be an interesting watch, this one on Saturday. Yeah,
obviously an exciting time for the team having a runner for their TAB. In conjunction with Newgate as well, very grateful to be given a filly like this to train. She's been very straightforward. We really like her. Her trials have been good, plenty of speed, and she's gone on leaps and bounds from that trial. So she certainly hasn't missed a beat. Work was very good this week. Nice neutral gate. We'll probably look to get a bit of cover. She was quite keen in that last trial, but track work's been good since. So a bit of cover. Obviously, there's a couple in there with a bit of race day experience, which obviously helps. But we think she's forward enough to be a really nice winning chance.
And race number 5, the listed Armour Cup 3-year-old stakes. 3-year-olds set weight 1,500 metres. Some nice gallopers line up in this. Some 3-year-olds that are on the way up. Altari is one of those, and draws barrier 5 with Vinnie Colgan on board.
Yeah, like you say, it's a very even field. Probably hard to assess on paper, really. You could probably throw a blanket over a lot of them. We just sort of rode him a bit upside down last time. He ended up leading them up and sort of stopped that last little bit. So we'll look to be a lot more conservative this time. We think he's a really nice horse going forward, and potentially another one that will get up and trip at some stage. So look for him to sort of be midfield or a bit further back with a bit of cover, and hopefully we can see him rattling late because we think he is a bit better than his last start performance. So hopefully he can turn the tide on a couple of these and put his best foot forward.
Excellent. And race number 7 there, the Group 3 Bailey's Great Northern Challenge Stakes. Open set weight and penalties 1,600. Midnight Blue makes his way here from Cranbourne, the 8-year-old gelding by So You Think. Very interesting runner lining up here. He did win the Seymour Cup over the same distance 2 starts ago.
Yeah, like you say, he is an interesting runner. He's come over in fantastic form. He seems to really enjoy the New Zealand lifestyle. He's being trained out of the paddock. He's really enjoying it. Mark's, really excited to see him step out in New Zealand. He loves sort of getting these older geldings and trying new things with them and sort of reinvigorating them a bit. And he seems very bright and happy here at home. Obviously, there's some high quality gallopers in there, but off his Seymour Cup form, you'd think he'd be very hard to beat. He'll be very positive from the berry. He may even lead. And he sort of likes to bowl along there, so he should give a great sight. And we think he's in good form and he's travelled over well. So he looks a really nice each way chance.
Excellent, Sam. Where are we going for the best bet?
I'm going to go with the TAB filly In Haste. I think she's gone the right way since the trial. Obviously, like I said, there's a couple of race day performers there, but we think she can put her hand up there tomorrow.
Excellent. Well, thanks for your time today, Sam. Next week we head back to Ellerslie again, and obviously there's the Group 1 TAB Classic down there at Trentham, where I believe Campionessa will be lining up.
No, so we're going to miss. Campionessa is going to go to the Tarapa Kalazuzu, but we've got Perfect Scenario, the old boy. So
nice.
He's down there with Hunter. He's in good form. He had a quiet trial during the week. But yeah, he certainly deserves his chance. Obviously, he lugged the big weight in the Copeland's Mile. So really looking forward to him getting to weight for age. Obviously, there'll be some good gallopers there, but he's in fantastic form.
Excellent. Thanks for your time today, Sam. We'll catch you again.